Hey K100, Brian Dunlop from New York asks, our resident booker, have you heard about any backstage heat from WWE? Because I went on the podcast and predicted John Cena would win and turn heel at Elimination Chamber. That K100 video got reported by Ringside News and Sportskeeda, going out to who knows how many people. If I got any response from WWE for that, I'm thinking it'd be heat, mostly negative, because that angle was Triple H's baby, greatest heel turn of all time according to WWE. And he might think I'm putting his baby in harm's way with my podcast prediction. Triple H did go on an interview rant against fans of the Dirt Sheet folks who ruined the surprise, making him want to smack someone. Did any of you three get any text messages, calls, emails, DMs from within the WWE saying, "What? Don't spoil the surprise on your show" or anything of that nature? What do you think of the game's comments from the clip? Here's the minute and 38 seconds from Paul Michael Levesque I'm referencing. Brian, do not be so completely full of yourself
Well,
that
let me
you
just say one
think
thing
that, yeah, right, yeah.
before you continue. I did get a call from This Is the Game, and I got another one from the Final Boss, and they were both
Right,
like, "Tell that guy not
Yeah.
to be
right,
spoiling our spoilers,
Wow.
right.
okay? Or you're going
Wow.
to be fired."
Wow. So,
Yeah,
so the
yeah,
AAA deal
yeah,
almost was kaput.
yeah, yeah, bro.
Thanks a lot, Dunlop.
Wow. Way to
Yeah,
go. Thanks, Dunlop.
yeah.
Yeah. Schmuck.
That is
Oh, my God.
tremendous.
Yeah.
I don't think you could get much better than that, but we got
Yeah.
probably some more letters, right? Let's see
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
if
Hi,
anything tops this.
hi, Conan, Disco, and Delco Joe Feeney, DJF. Conan Disco, curious to know what are times when an unexpected change of booking actually turned out better for your career, even if it was for one night. A few years back, we were supposed to get Demon Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt as Sister Abigail. Wyatt got sick, so they replaced him with AJ Styles, leading to a fun match. Also, what do you guys think of some of the most counterproductive type of bookings? Some would say having a guy lose their debut match, but current WWE champ turned out all right. Stay safe and much love, and that's from Carlos Hernandez. Unexpected book. Oh, the stuff where Scott Hall just like started using me in spots with him on the show
Yeah.
with NWO. He just came in and nowhere, just hey, wanted to come do this. I got this spot. You go, you want to come do this with me? I was like, yeah, sure, because he, because Louis Piccoli had passed,
Yeah.
and Hall liked having the stooge with him and stuff. So I became
Yeah.
his new stooge, and that
And
was
Waldman was gone
completely
too.
completely on the fly. That was like just no plans or nothing. So that turned out obviously very good for me.
Right.
The counterproductive booking I think is I'll you know what I'll tell you I'll tell you what I think counterproductive booking is. All right, what they're doing with Jey Uso.
Right.
All right, let me explain why because I spoke about this right. You know, like Roman, Cody, bro. These guys when they had the belts, they were treated like an attraction. Okay, bro. What they're doing with Jey Uso is like, because he could work, because he's healthy and stuff, he's wrestling way too much on TV as a chance. It's like his matches are not an event. You know what I'm saying? He's just wrestling too much on regular television. In these and I hate it when they do that with the guy when they get a champion like Booker's when we made Booker the champion or when Booker became champion. I said, bro, this guy's wrestling too much because he's a good worker. He's like a
Yeah.
non-title match. This is I don't
Let me
like that.
let me give you
That's me.
a
Go ahead.
counterpoint to that real quick, Disco.
Go ahead.
All the way back in '92, you went from Hogan as champ to Flair to Savage to Flair, and then Bret Hart, who prior to that had only been like an Intercontinental champion, won the world title. And
Right.
they had him on TV all the time against Shango, against Skinner, mid-card guys, but it was like
Right.
the defending champion. He's going to put his belt, and it was kind of like we need to get this guy established. So maybe they're trying to get Jay established as champ. People see him as a tag wrestler. All of a sudden, he's world champion. Maybe they're trying to establish him. You know what I mean? By
Yeah,
getting
but
points on TV and stuff.
I mean, when all the previous guys wrestle once every blue moon, he's wrestling like every other week.
Yeah.
I just
No, I can see what you mean. Too.
yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Just and I see that a lot. That's done a lot. You know.
Had
You
there
got any
ever
comment
been?
on that, Conan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that I agree with you. He should be an attraction, but I think, as Joe says, they're trying to give him credibility, and one of the ways you get is by beating, top names. What was the other thing you just said?
Was there ever any unexpected booking changes on the night that were positive for your career?
No. Hey, I never heard that Triple H thing. Can you put that on?
Oh, do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
He says, "Okay."
This is old.
Oh, this is old?
I thought yeah, I thought this clip. You can play it. I mean,
Yeah.
I thought this was his
When,
post
when,
WrestleMania press conference.
when is this from?
I think it's post WrestleMania press conference, isn't it?
It's a single interview. I don't recall.
Oh, it
This
is?
year?
Let's take a look. Yeah, this year.
It ruins
Oh,
people. The world was so much better when nobody knew, and you just watched it. And now when you know, and like they go out and they try to ruin the surprise, and I get it, that's their business, and they try to tell you the shit that's going on. You just ruin it for people. The business that feeds you, you're now ruining it for people and lessening their enjoyment of it to a large degree because you're telling them all this right or wrong that is going to happen. The biggest thing I see right now on the internet is people thinking, oh, and then they're going to do this. Yeah, no, we're not. You know what I mean? Oh, and then The Rock's going to show up and he's going to do this and he's going to have the greatest match with this guy of all time. Well, except for his movie schedule, which doesn't permit him from doing anything in this time.
But I have to say, among the great things you've done as an executive, something happened. The clamps have been put down. Stuff is not getting out the way it was. There was a period where it was bad. It used to drive me insane.
Yeah, we try, and there's still where I'm like, we talk about something, and the next day I see it, and I'm like, what the? How? Who? Like, I want to smack someone. Like, how did this get out today? There are some that I see that I realize, okay, that's accurate, but they're just guessing. Right? There's 5 different ways they could have gone, and by next week it'll be something else. The memo that came out that said Drew McIntyre was going to win the Elimination Chamber, and now everybody believes that that's what. Okay, great. Yeah. But setting yourself up for unbelievable expectations. I think about it when like when you
yes, talk about he hates spoilers. I agree.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that. How did Pete Rosenberg become an interviewer, like part of WWE?
I have no idea.
I think he did the DJ thing forever, and I think he was just known as a fan, and then he just started doing WWE Network stuff, and I guess
I don't want to hear from a fan. Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah.
BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for all your sports betting action. Baseball season is in full swing, and we're into the home stretch for NBA and NHL playoffs. And there's more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news and scores, even live in-game betting while the games are being played. With the largest selection of odds on everything from the MLB, NHL, and UFC. And in between games, head over to the BetOnline Casino. All the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino action. So BetOnline, the game starts here. Oh, here we go. Rick ROH.
He's back.
He's back. Back from suspension. TNA got buried by WWE, and AAA is next. Well, where do I begin here? My philosophy is that if you do business with snakes, don't be surprised when you get bit. And also invest in a lot of anti-venom. Case in point, Joe Henry getting squashed by Randy Orton at Garbage Mania 41 in 3 minutes. You know what's next on the chopping block? AAA. Hey, Konnan, or Max Moon, or whatever you're calling yourself these days. Charles, with all due respect, take your company and run as far away from WWE as possible. Try to convince your bosses to offer them a refund because it's not going to be pretty what happens next. AAA NXT Worlds Collide is upcoming, and don't be surprised when all the Mexican wrestlers get squashed. Obafemi is going to run through your top guy, Alberto El Patron, just like Del Rio ran through Paige. My opinion is that anyone low enough to work with a putrid cesspool like WWE deserves to get buried. But that's a completely different story. Heed my warning because it's not going to be pretty. WWE is already mocking Lucha Libre with El Grande Americano, so you should have seen this country coming. Sincerely, the only one around here who really keeps it 100. Konnan, you have any comments about...
No, thanks, Rick. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure that we don't do business with them and, run out and be...
Yeah.
They're going to bury you guys.
Yeah, he's absolutely right. Bro, take it... Let me just say this, bro. What's his name?
Rick ROH.
Rick ROH. Take your limp, nothing happening, scrub, yuck mouth swamp out of here.
Bookmark this email.
Nothing on the yuck mouth.
To see what the results are at Worlds Collide.
Keep it bookmarked.
Because if all the Mexicans do get beat, then we'll have to give Rick ROH some credit.
Oh, wow. Give him his flowers.
Yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. and join our YouTube membership for hours and hours of exclusive, unedited, uncensored content. And being a member will help you get involved in our upcoming live streams. Thank you for your support. Thank you for riding with us. I know you got a lot of other podcast choices, be it wrestling or other ones. And thank you for picking us. Boom.